Hello again, it's Pam here. I'm going to try and do this outside because the sun is so glorious, but it is fairly loud where I live with traffic. So I'll see. We'll see how it goes. So it's been a while, and I apologize for that. I have a lot of reasons, but none of them are really that great. So, some extended family recently had some needs, and so I've been doing some helping out with that. And it kind of took up most of my margin, my extra time, which is okay actually, because that's one thing that I really have wanted to be more available for, and not always I'm way too tired from work, or I'm at work, or it's a professional development day. It's really nice to actually be able to help more, to have that margin where I can kind of put other things aside for a while and go be there for someone. So I'm glad about that. But it just, it kind of meant that I was getting behind on other things. So that's my one excuse. And then I also was quite sick for a good solid week and a half. But still, I mean, that's the problem. That's what I'm realizing. I'm just looking down a bit because I wrote a few notes in case I forget. I need to keep trying. And one of my problems is being quite idealistic. So I want everything to, for the best of my ability. I want it to look fine. I want to sound okay. I don't want to be sick. Stuff like that. And that's just not real life, right? So if I'm trying to share an authentic journey, then I have to learn to give up the rabid idealism that I seem to have. Oh, can you hear the birds? I went on a walk today, and some cedar waxwings, I think. There's a couple, or one or two of them up in a tree. And as I was walking home, I watched this little bird, and he was singing away, and I just decided to join in. I used to always do that. Even when I was a kid, I would try to mimic the bird sounds and see if I could get them to kind of talk to me, And so I was going on doing this. And all of a sudden I looked over to the side, and there's a lady sitting out on her porch. And I think I gave her a good laugh, but I was slightly embarrassed, but then I was like, well, whatever, right? She probably thought it was hilarious, and it was kind of funny. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. So, my journey to authenticity has been going on for a while now, because I noticed that over the years I have become less and less and less authentic. I have become very guarded. I have been wearing a very nice smiley mask while internally ranting and recoiling and frustrated, and many other things. So why is that? Why did I become slowly so guarded and too idealistic? Because when you're authentic, it means that you don't just show the nice things. You don't just show when you feel pretty, or you're having a good day, or you have the perfect amount of time to do something. No, you show I'm having a bad day. You show when you might not be feeling well, maybe. You show yeah, that life is just a struggle. It's not always great, right? So I have to show the good, the bad, and the ugly, if I really want to be authentic, right? And yeah, I think some of the reasons, if I think about why I've become less authentic over time, I think self-protection, which sometimes is good. So in realizing I needed more boundaries, I wasn't sure where to put those all the time. And so I kind of set them a ways away and kind of have retreated behind that. And it's hard because on one hand it's kind of necessary, or it was kind of necessary, and on the other hand it doesn't always work anyway, right? I think one of the struggles I've had over the years is, being in a lot of Christian spaces, where you feel like the expectations are high to be a certain way, do certain things. I know the school that we were a part of before with our kids was really kind of all about that stuff. At least it felt that way. And then the church as well. I was really involved in church things and kind of being up front and doing ministry, and I was really let down a lot of times. And so I think realized that I gotta be more careful. I have to watch. I have to protect myself a bit better. So yeah, for better or worse, I think it's been self-protection. I still haven't figured all that out, but that's one word that comes to mind. And a lack of trust. So I used to be extremely trusting of people, and I always believed the best of people. And I still am like that, but I'm a lot more guarded because people have proven untrustworthy. And I'm trying to be realistic about that, because not everybody can be trustworthy all the time, right? And just, yeah, lacking trust also in myself. So in the past, I have made some mistakes in discernment, some mistakes in who I trusted, and thinking that, God was in things that God probably wasn't really in, that he actually wanted to protect me from. And so realizing how easily I was kind of led astray or lacked discernment in certain situations has made me a lot more guarded too, because I'm not sure of myself. Like, can I trust myself to make the right decision? And so I'm trying to stay way too safe in not making decisions, in not putting myself out there, in worrying that I'm going to overstep my capacity again, which I have done a lot. And so not taking on things that I probably could or should. But I also have to have grace for myself and realize that this year has been about healing. This year has been about, I have to put my arm down here. This year has been about trying to identify burnout, heal from it, and move forward. And so I think it's okay if I put a little more, margin around myself. I might have to do that for a while, and that's okay. But closing thoughts. If I stay safe all the time, I won't grow. And I do want to grow. I want to move past where I am. I want to be more capable. I want to be able to help, motivate, even mentor others. And if I just stay safe in a little bubble, then I will never do that. So, all that to say, I am going to try and be more consistent and do this whether I feel like it or not, whether I have all the right words. Yeah, and just keep pressing forward. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for hanging in there. If you were kind of wondering, well, I guess she's given up on this. And yeah, like the video and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And we'll just keep going on this journey of becoming more authentic. And yeah, thanks for coming along. See you next time.